Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant Chesswise. Today we are at the next endgame study explained. That is, we are at the 21st position of our endgame study. For a change, today we have got a black to play position. Let's look at the position. It's black to play and win, and we see the main advantage that black has in the position is the outside pass pawn, because of which he is able to actually win the game. First, let us see what is the main plan that black has. So I look at the position and we know that this a pawn is going to win on the a1 square, and the white king we are seeing is very much into the magic square of the pawn. So the magic square is from a1 to f6, and from f1 we draw another diagonal. So this is the magic square where the white king is already there. So the plan would be to push this pawn up the board, force the king towards the pawn, and the black king goes towards the white pawns and win them. But there are some difficulties, and there is particularly just one way to get the pawns. Let's see what happens after the moves a5. We see that white is compelled to go ke4. Otherwise the black pawn will simply win. Let's say h5, a4, h6, a3, h7, and black has kg7. And then we see that a2 and a1, and the black pawn queens first. Hence, after a5, it's forced to go ke4. Now the main approach is black king should immediately start and attack the pawns, right? But after kg6, white immediately will go g4. Even g3 works, but he will go g4. And what we will see, there is no way for the black to enter into the white's pawn position. After a4, kd4, king is again in the square of the pawn. Black will have to play f5 at some point. When after gf, kf5, kc4, kg4, mutually the pawns will be taken and the game will be drawn. After a5, ke4, black can or has to do f5 check. Now the king cannot take f5 because after a4, then the magic square would be from a1 to d4, d4 to d1, d1 to a4, and the king will be out of the magic square. So after kf5, a4, the black pawn wins. But white plays kd4. Now he is well into the magic square of the pawn, and the pawn doesn't scare him anymore, because now after a4 we see that there is already g3 move in hand. After the move kg6, g3, king h5, kc5, kg4, kb5, kg3. The race of pawns lead to simultaneous queens. After h5, f4, h6, f3, h7, f2, and we see h8 and f1 queen. Although queen comes with a check, king just takes a5, and queen versus queen position will be drawn. So what should black do here? Black has the very strong move and the only move f4. So he first puts break to the white pawn on g2 so that it is not supporting the h4 pawn. And now the king is free to collect the h4 and g2 pawns. Now there will be mutual race between the kings to collect each other's pawns. And usually the case with outside passer is that the side who is chasing the outside passer, who is going towards it, his king remains far away from his own pawns on the other side, which is what happens here. Now after kc5, kg6, kb5, kh5, king a5, kh4, we see that the white king has abandoned his pawn on the other side and he is far away to reach in time. After kb4, kg3, kc3, kg2, kd2, f3, and we see that the queening square is well guarded and black wins the game. This is the only way for black to win, getting the pawn to f4 and stopping white's move g3, and black won the game. I hope you are finding these lessons very useful and instructive as well. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for your time.